Hey, how's it going?
Hi. I'm great. I don't have a specific question, but I think I have a lot of small questions. So, and I was also
Yay!
eating lunch, so sorry I'm late to the party. But
That's
this is a
okay.
really cool platform. So I guess the first one would be, I feel comfortable at a range between like 10 to 20K in pricing projects, but I feel very intimidating pricing more than that. And I just wanted to get your experience and any kind of like tips that you wish you knew sooner in regards to like breaking that mindset barrier.
I love talking about money, Giselle. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and mindset, you're the mindset queen, so I'm so excited to talk to you about this.
Okay, I have so many thoughts on this. I might have to pause, hold the cue while I start answering. So, number one, there's this really good book I'm reading right now. I'm sure you've seen it on the internet. Amanda Frances wrote this book called Rich as F, and it's very good. I can read like 2 pages a day, and then I need to sit down and think about it. She has homework, and all of it's on money mindset. All of it's, and I was like, oh, I have a good money mindset. And then I read her book. I was like, whoa, I have work to do. So highly recommend her book. It's like, I don't know, I think it's $10 on Kindle right now. So I don't know the price, but that's the first thing. Second thing, so she talks about this. We all have energetic minimums and maximums. They're kind of like set points. And you feel this when you're writing a proposal. I know you've experienced this when you're like, I'm gonna write 5,000, and like you feel it in your gut and you're like, oh, that feels like a little too much. Let me change it to 4,000, because what if they just say no? So when you feel that feeling in your gut, that's like your energetic maximum for that type of project. So it's all about, just like you said, how do we work through breaking that barrier for the from 10K to 20K and beyond. So 30K projects, 40K projects, right? And it's simply, I say simply, it is a mindset thing, but it's not always simple. My best recommendation is to start playing with the numbers. And you and I have done this in the past, Giselle, when you went through my course. And I recommend taking some time, and if you can do it regularly, I'm going to hold the cue so I can answer your question. Taking the time to, and for those of you listening in, when I say playing with the numbers, I mean put a spreadsheet up. Think about the projects you're coming in with, and think about the estimates of what they'd be. So, and Giselle, you were talking about 10 to 20K projects. Let's say it's for the month of February, you're going to have 2. I'm just making up numbers here. Let's say month of Q1, you're going to have 2 15K projects, 3 20K projects, and then 1 30K project, 1 25K project. I want you to get comfortable seeing those numbers and pushing your boundary with the numbers, playing with the numbers, seeing how they add up. That's the first thing I want you to do. Second thing I want you to do is I want you to start visualizing what happens when that money is coming in. And you can do this in any way you want. You can do this in the morning, have a visualization exercise with your meditation or something. But I want you to sit and visualize for at least 2 minutes. I recommend doing it every day with your journaling session or whatever you're doing. Sit and visualize what is happening as you're sitting at your desk, in front of your computer, on your phone screen. What is happening when a client signs that 25K contract? What do you see? You see an email come in, so-and-so signed your 25K contract. You see a deposit come in. Wow, the first half deposit, 12.5K, was just deposited into your account. What are the things you see? Then you might see an email from your project manager. Hey, so-and-so just signed, we set up the kickoff. So I want you to start seeing that visually and on your desk. What is changing in your reality on your desk to start? Because that's really tangible for us to imagine as you break through your energy minimum, right? Energetic minimum for money for that contract. So that's the first thing, or second, I don't know how many I'm on now. I think that was the second thing. The next thing I want you to do, again, a mindset thing. Let's say your goal by the end of the year is to close multiple 40K projects. Maybe you have a goal for Q4. Who is the version of you, the version of Giselle 2.0, who closes 40K projects like that, like a breeze? So easy. She can do it while she's sleeping. She can do it like with her eyes closed. Who is that version of you? How does she operate? What does she do in the afternoon at 2 p.m.? Is she on her computer? Is she lounging in her backyard? Is she having a late lunch with her husband? How does that version of Giselle operate? And journal on this. I think it's a really good journaling exercise. And I want you to pick one of those items, Giselle, and I want you to do it right now. I wanted you to do it like in the next week. I did this recently, and for me, that was starting to get my nails done again. You can see I got my nails done recently. There you go. And that was a really big deal for me because I visualized the future version of me who was making $1 million a year in my agency. And that version of me had her nails done. And that's helping me start to embody those things that that version of me has done to create her reality. So could go on about this, but again, another long-winded answer. I hope that helps, Giselle.